What do I do for fun? This is what I do for fun, you guys. This is what quarantine boredom does to you. This is going to be our new schedule since I explained to you how we're not going to be going to school for a little bit and we can't really go anywhere or do anything. We mostly have to stay in the house, right? Remember I told you that? Because there's a lot of germs in the world right now and we're waiting for them to clean up all the germs. So since we have to stay in the house and we're not going to school like you normally do, I made a schedule that we can stick to so that you won't be bored and you'll know what we're doing every day. So the first one is wake up. After you wake up, you eat
Cheerio.
Breakfast. Then after breakfast, we're gonna have some time where mommy can do some work and you can just play by yourself, okay? Play with whatever toys you want. Then after that, we're gonna have snack time. Then we're gonna do some schoolwork, some learning stuff. So you know how we have your homeschool stuff with your books and we practice our letters and our numbers and stuff.
And then we play with Barbie.
Well, let me read it to you. After that, we're gonna do lunchtime at noon. Then after lunchtime every day, we're gonna try and do a little bit of outdoor playtime. We can try to go to the playground and we could just go in the backyard. I just think we wanna, get outside and try to do something outside, right?
I think we can blow some bubbles outside.
Yeah, we can blow some bubbles outside because I know you go outside a lot at school, so we want to keep trying to do that at home a little bit. After we go outside, it's nap time.
And what's that one?
After nap time, it's going to be snack and playtime again, free play, so I can get some more work done. And then we're going to do basically special playtime at 5 p.m. It's dinner time at 6. Bath time after dinner. We're gonna take some time to read stories, do some reading, and then bedtime at 8:30. Does that sound like a deal? Can we do that? So there's a lot of playtime and fun stuff built into the schedule that we're gonna do every day, but we also, every day, have to take a nap and do a little bit of learning. So can we do that? Are you gonna agree to take a nap? Because you haven't been wanting to take your naps. And can we do some school every day? Okay, but we're gonna do lots of playtime too. Is that a deal, Ziya?
Yes.
Kitty, Bushi just turned the vacuum on and it scared him so bad. This is his first time seeing it. I haven't been using it recently. He's like, what is that? That is not a toy. Leave it alone. Right now, I just need you to eat your breakfast and then you can turn the TV on and play, okay? Thank you. It's nuts. Cheers. Wait. Don't get ahead of yourself. Come here. You forgot your cereal bowl.
I'm still eating it.
You're still eating it. Now are you done? Okay.
And then we have to feed my baby together.
Feed your baby.
Yeah, because she has no one to feed her food.
So after you get done eating, you put your dishes away and then put these dishes away too. Put your part away.
But help mommy with this.
Yeah.
She's a baby cat.
You're probably wondering why I have foil on top of my plant. It's to keep Bougie from messing with the dirt. Bougie is always trying to be in somebody's way.
Get out the way.
So yeah, part of staying on a routine and on a schedule is keeping up with the chore chart and stuff like that. So we've definitely been keeping up with that. Ziya is really good about putting away her dishes, cleaning up after herself for the most part. When she knows she's gonna get a sticker, then she's better about doing it. And she's good at organizing, stacking up the like items. Yeah. So I just have her put away her dishes out of the dishwasher, and then, you know, I'll do the rest. Good job. Now you can get your sticker. You're gonna get a sticker for putting away dishes, right? There you go. Good job, Ziya. First sticker of the day. Bougie, what are you doing? Oh my God. My whole house gonna need to be disinfected because of you. Extra disinfectant. Get out the dishes. Okay, so now here's where we are on the list. We woke up, we ate breakfast, and now it's time for mommy to get some work done and Ziya to play on her own. So you're gonna play for an hour, then it's gonna be snack time. So now you can turn the TV on and you can play with your toys, all right? Okay. Okay. So now is the time where I am going to be able to get some work done. You guys know I'm a full-time content creator, so there's always something to be done in my office on the computer. But with this quarantine schedule and Ziya not going to school, normally Ziya goes to school Monday, Wednesday, Friday from 9 to 5. And so Monday, Wednesday, Friday from 9 to 5, those are my work hours. But I don't have those same work hours because she's here, and obviously I have to spend a lot more time making sure that she's good. So that's why I have scheduled out this time where she can have some free play, some free time on her own. That way she can entertain herself for a certain period of time, and I can come in here and still get some work done. It's not nearly the same amount of dedicated work time that I'm used to having, but you know, we're just going with the flow. We're just working with what we got during this crazy time. So basically I'm having her entertain herself by, you know, being able to have the TV on or her iPad and being able to play with the safe toys, because we have safe toys and other toys that I'm saying they're not safe because they're messy, such as markers and crayons and Play-Doh and watercolors and just things that I don't want her to get into on her own without my supervision, because then the house will be covered in markers and Play-Doh. But you know, her baby dolls and all her normal toys she's allowed to play with on her own. And of course, even though she is like unsupervised during this time because I'm in here working, I'm still supervising her. You know, I have my phone, which has the cameras, my security cameras that I can, you know, if I want to see what she's doing, I can just easily look at my phone. Also, my house is extremely open concept, which I really like. I've gotten a lot of comments before about like, you know, isn't it weird or scary or difficult being in like such a big house with only you and Ziya? But the whole house is open concept, so you can basically hear and see everything that's going on. You know, even with me being in my office and Ziya is up in the playroom, I can hear everything she's doing. And if I peek my head out and look up towards the balcony, I can basically see her as well. So it works out for short segments of time to just kind of have this free playtime so I can get some work done. So next up on our schedule is homeschooling time, and I have to be super honest with you guys. I have not been doing a good job with the homeschooling. That is another question I've been getting a lot recently. You guys have been asking about the chore chart, and you guys have been asking about the homeschooling and if I can do an updated video and how's it going, blah, blah, blah. Yeah, I've been a failure when it comes to the homeschooling recently. I think I've just gotten really caught up with my personal work stuff and new things that I'm trying to do with, you know, my career life overall, and I have let the homeschooling fall to the wayside. Of course, normally Ziya goes to school, so she's still getting her education. She's still, you know, getting that, you know, learning time. The whole point was that Monday, Wednesday, Friday, she was gonna go to school, and Tuesday and Thursday, I was gonna be doing a lot of homeschooling with her to just double down on the stuff that she's doing at school, but also added some extra stuff that they may not be covering. And we were doing really good with it at one point, but recently, I ain't gonna lie to y'all, we ain't been doing as good. But that's kind of the one, you know, a bright side, I guess you could say, of this whole crazy quarantine situation that we're in right now, is that it is reminding me of certain things that I need to stop and take the time to do at home. So homeschooling is a huge thing that I just need to be better about. So I'm really putting in a lot of effort during this time to, you know, focus in on that. So I think you guys are gonna be seeing this video first, but I also filmed a whole spring cleaning, literally organizing like my whole entire house video. So be on the lookout for that video. But part of that is that I organized all her homeschooling stuff. So we've got the reading section, math, puzzles, and the Spanish section. So ideally, I think it would be nice to do one activity per section. I don't know if that's like realistic. Like I said, I haven't been doing this recently. I don't really know like where we're at. We need to kind of get back into the swing of things, but we're just gonna see. So it's homeschool time. Ziya, I need you to turn the TV off and come up here for school time. I'm also trying to remember to give her plenty of snacks throughout the day, because that is something that she's used to at school. They have scheduled in snack time, and of course, like, I feed her. It's not like I'm gonna forget to give her food, but just like every so often, because I do find that she gets grumpy if she's hungry and she's not getting her snacks and she's just kind of thrown off. So we can start with reading. All right, let's practice our letters. What is this a picture of?
Apple.
Apple starts with letter
A.
A, right. Apple. What's this? Duck. Duck. What else starts with letter D? Can you think of another word?
Hello. Dog.
Dog, right. This is a
Jack. Pumpkin.
no. Jack-o'-lantern.
Jack-o'-lantern.
Jack-o'-lantern starts with letter
O.
J.
J.
We're talking about the first letter. This is a seal. Seal. Seal starts with
Snake.
what letter does that start with?
With snake as well.
Yes, with snake as well.
Zebra. Z.
Right. You know Z because Z is for what?
Ziya.
Yes. I think we can just start by doing the tracing. So pick a color. Good job. What number is that?
1.
Right.
3. Like 3 my old.
3 years old. You're 3 years old and you're about to be
4.
4.
7. 8. 9.
Perfect.
10.
Mm-hmm.
11. 16.
That's 15.
15.
15 is with the 5. 16 is with the 6.
11.
No.
12.
What?
What's that one?
You just did 16, so what comes after 16?
11.
17.
17.
You know what that one is?
18.
Yes. Great job on 18.
19.
Perfect. And the last one is
14.
20.
20.
Wait, you forgot the 0. 18, 19, 20.
20.
Good job. So I didn't film it because I didn't want to make this video too long, but we just went through all these opposites cards for kind of like our puzzle section. I don't know what else to call that section. Really, it's more you know, it's phonics and reading, but a little bit different. So these cards, they just have like sweet versus sour on the back, tall and short. So hopefully just helping her to expand her vocabulary and learn what opposites are. And she picked up on it super, super fast. I was able to show her the front and she was able to guess what was gonna be on the back. So I showed her sweet and I said, so what do you think the opposite's gonna be? And she would say sour, and she pretty much got all of them. So we did that. And now for our last subject, we are going to do these Spanish flashcards. Ready to do your Spanish? I'm gonna tell you the English word and you are gonna tell me the Spanish word. What about bird?
Bird is pajarito.
Pajarito, pájaro.
Pájaro.
Pencil is?
Lápiz.
Good job. House is?
Casa.
Good job. Cloud
is
tree is?
árbol.
Yeah. Star?
Estrella.
Say again?
Estrella.
Estrella. Elephant. You know it. It's almost the same, but it sounds a little different.
Elefante.
Yes. And ice cream?
Helado.
Yes. And truck? Camión?
Camión.
You know a lot of them. We just need to brush up because you've been out of school for a while. You haven't been hearing Spanish and we haven't been doing the flashcards. So I understand why you don't know some of them, but we're gonna get better with it, right? We're gonna practice.
Now what?
Are we gonna practice and get better with our Spanish words?
Yes.
Okay.
Now what do you
Let's go downstairs and check the schedule, but we're done with school time today, okay? You did a good job. We woke up, we had breakfast, we had mommy work time and Ziya playtime. We had goldfish for snack, we did our school, and now we're right here. Lunchtime! You ready to eat lunch? So an issue that I've been having with Ziya recently is protesting actual meal times and just wanting to have snack time over and over and over again, because obviously she's 3 and she wants to eat goldfish and fruit snacks and little snacky foods all day long. And she wants to protest when it's actually lunchtime or something like that, and I want her to eat some real food. So I think hopefully having this schedule, it'll kind of just have her learn, like, we already had snack time and we are gonna have snack time every day, but we're also gonna have lunch and dinner. So since it says lunchtime on the schedule, we gotta eat some real food now. So that's what we're about to do. I've also got some comments recently, like basically saying, like, does Ziya never throw temper tantrums? Does she never misbehave, or do you just not record it? And basically I just don't record it because, I mean, who really wants to watch that? But she absolutely does throw temper tantrums. She absolutely does protest things and get grumpy and get cranky and not do what I ask her to do. She's just like any other 3 or 4-year-old. So as you can see, this is how she's acting just because I'm asking her to eat lunch. And I'm not asking her to eat liver and onions. I'm gonna give her plenty of choices of things that she actually likes to eat. I keep all her favorite things stocked up because I know she's a picky eater, but because I won't let her have fruit snacks for lunch, this is what she's doing. Nope, it's lunchtime. So I'm gonna wait for you to calm down and you tell me when you're ready to eat lunch, okay? I've actually spoken to a behavioral therapist recently, and from their professional opinion about temper tantrums and stuff like this is just to ignore. Don't give your energy or attention to temper tantrums. I know a lot of you guys who have your kids home from school during this time, you're probably dealing with a lot of behavioral stuff. They're probably just driving you nuts being home 24/7. So that's the professional advice that I've heard, is to just not give your energy to negative behavior, because then that kind of teaches them, like, oh, if I do this, I'm gonna get attention, I'm gonna get my way, I'm gonna get all of her, energy. So it's just like, ignore as hard as it is. And sometimes you want to go off on them, you want to tell them what they're doing, and you just want to like give your energy to the tantrum to try and stop the tantrum. What I've basically been told is ignore it. And then when they do start to act right, when they do start to calm down, you give a lot of positive attention and a lot of positive reinforcement to that, just so that, she feels like, well, hey, if I act right, then I'm gonna get the positive attention that I'm looking for. If I don't act right, I'm just gonna get ignored. So basically you make yourself clear. You say, this is what we're gonna do, this is what I need you to do. You say it once, maybe twice, make yourself clear, and then you walk away, ignore, and you wait for them to do the thing. When they start doing the thing, lots and lots of positive reinforcement. So we got to see that in action right now. These are your options for lunch. We have pizza, mac and cheese, the stars, fruit and yogurt to go with whatever you pick. You can pick which one you want. Which one of these three? Stars. Careful, that's open. Are you ready to sit down and eat now? Okay, thank you. Thank you for calming down and being a big girl. I really appreciate that. So Ziya is having her little Annie's tomato soup with a little mini like pita bread thing and yogurt. That's what she picked out for lunch. I'm waiting on you to eat. Good job. Thank you for eating your food. Are you gonna try and eat all of it like you did yesterday? Good job. Thank you for eating your food nice and quietly. I really appreciate that. You're doing a good job. I am just having leftovers for lunch. Trying to keep myself on a schedule too so that I remember to eat and everything. But yeah, that's just been kind of one of my personal struggles during this time of having Ziya home 24/7 is that she does require a lot of attention, reminders, supervision. You know, it's not like, oh, just eat your lunch. Okay, cool, fine. Let me just give it to you. You're gonna eat all your food. I don't have to worry about it. I can just eat my food in peace. Like, no, it's, are you eating? Are you eating? Are you eating? Please eat. Stop doing that. Stop. It's very, you know, every 2 minutes having to reinforce. Fellow parents out there, you guys know it takes a lot of energy out of you because even just doing the simplest of things can require a lot of like attention, but you know, that's just how it is. I'm fortunate that I can kind of be flexible with my schedule and my workload a little bit, but imagine if I was actually trying to work 9 to 5 from home and trying to get stuff done all day while also trying to be a mom, and you guys are seeing what all goes into just being a mom. That's a full day by itself, let alone trying to find time to actually get work done. So the next thing on our schedule was outdoor playtime. Today, unfortunately, is a really rainy, foggy, wet, kind of chilly day, but we still just decided to come out onto the back patio. We do have like a little playscape playground thing in our neighborhood that's usually pretty empty that we can go to on nice days as well, and still of course practice social distancing. But since it's wet today, we are just coming out on the back patio. We have chalk, we have a ball, we have bubbles. I wish we had some more like active things like, well, I mean, Ziya's only 4, so I don't know if she can really do like hula hooping and jump rope and stuff like that yet. But basically, I just wanted to build in some outdoor time into every single day. Number one, because that's what she's used to doing at school. They spend a lot of time playing outside at school. And number two, because, you know, kids, they just need fresh air. They need to get out of the house. They need the vitamin D and the sunshine, or what, I mean, it's not sunny today, but you know what I mean. It's just, you don't want to keep them literally cooped up in the house. So the way I scheduled this out was to specifically put the outdoor time right before nap time. That way, hopefully she'll run around a little bit and actually get some of her energy out and be ready for nap. Also, I like adding in the outdoor time because it kind of forces us to remember to put clothes on, because it's really easy to stay in your pajamas all day during this time. And I do think it's important to still like get up, get dressed, and like I said, like leave the house kind of. Bougie is upset because he always wants to go outside. He tries to run out the door every time I open any door, and he's jealous. But he's not an outside cat. He will get lost and get eaten.
He's an inside cat.
Yeah. That's a good flower with the stem and a leaf. It's really pretty, Ziya. Good job. You did that all by yourself?
I still have to color the petals. Mommy, can you color the petals?
Why are you gonna make me do it? I'm gonna draw my own flower over here.
I got it finished.
Good job.
Na 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 na. My got it finished. Let's meet some people now.
Do bubbles now?
But we have to finish that.
Okay, you finish it. I'll get this ready. Ew, this is kind of messy. nap time. Are we gonna go lay down for a nap like a big girl with no temper tantrums? Do we need to go look at the schedule? Remember, we're following the list. Let's go see the list. We just had outdoor playtime. Next on the list is nap time.
What is next to nap time?
And after nap time, it's free playtime. So if you wanna play and watch TV and eat a snack, we need to take a nap first. Okay?
Yeah.
So get your baby doll and get your blanket and let's go upstairs to your room, please. Thank you.
My baby with me.
Wow, Ziya, you came up here and laid down like a big girl with no crying.
Look at my baby sleeping with me.
Okay, she's gonna take a nap too. So again, I'm not able to be on my normal work schedule, but while Ziya is taking her nap, that is my prime time to work and get things done. So I have some sponsored content that I need to finish and post. So I'm gonna do that now. And then once she wakes up, it's gonna be a little bit more playtime, but then it's gonna basically go straight into kind of like our nighttime routine. And then once she's down for the night, then I can finish up extra stuff if I need to. But really this nap time period is like a major key. Okay, we're up from nap. We had a good nap today. No crying or temper tantrums when it was time to lay down, and you took a nice long nap. I'm super happy about that. And now,
Snack time.
let's check the schedule and make sure. Let's go see. So we just did nap time and now it's snack and playtime.
Let's get a snack.
You can play on your own until it's gonna be time for us to do special playtime together. So what do you want for snack? How about you can pick applesauce, granola bar, chips, pretzels. You just want that? Okay. So next on the list is for Ziya to have another session of free time, playtime, TV time, whatever she wants to do by herself, to entertain herself, and it gives me a little bit more time to get more work done. I've actually already finished what I needed to do in terms of like work, computer work, YouTube work, but I do have some more work to do in terms of doing these dishes. So I'm gonna do dishes while Ziya has a little bit more free time and entertains herself, and then it's gonna be time for us to do our special playtime. I also wanted to try and make a whipped matcha drink while I have a little time to myself, because if y'all been seeing the whipped coffee, the Greek frappe drink that I tried off of TikTok, I posted it to my Instagram. I also saw that you can do it with matcha. So I'm gonna try that. I'm gonna get these dishes done. Then we're gonna move on to the next thing. People ask me sometimes, like, what do I do for fun? Like, do I not get bored and lonely with me by myself? Like, what do I do for me time? And honestly, for me time, I have Ziya entertain herself, like I just said, and I like to just try recipes and stuff like that. Like, that is my me time, honestly. I just think it's important to schedule in like separate time, just like in terms of time that Ziya can have to herself, and I can also have a little bit of time to myself. Even though we're still in the same house and it might only be like 30 minutes or whatever, it still counts, because you will lose your sanity if you don't have like a little time to yourself to do a little something, even if it's just making a whipped matcha. So matcha powder, a little bit of water, a little bit or a lot of it of sugar. And I'm gonna microwave this to heat it up a little bit so it dissolves better. I know this is not the traditional way to make matcha, but I've got an electric little hand mixer whisker, because this stuff takes a lot of whisking and it's way easier and faster with one of these things. It's not working. This is not working at all. With the whipped coffee, with this thing, it would have already been thick and fluffy by now. I swear I saw somebody do the exact same thing with matcha instead of coffee, and it's not working for me. Man, I thought this was gonna work. Oh well, I guess I just pour it over milk normally. Don't yell at me about my plastic straws. I've had these same straws since I lived in the townhome. Same pack of straws that I'm still trying to go through. This is a weak matcha. Girl, what the heck? This is an epic fail. What the fuck? What do I do for fun? This is what I do for fun, you guys. This is what quarantine boredom does to you. It got in the sugar. No, I gotta scoop it out. What the heck? Okay, let me stop. Let me just do these daggone dishes. All right, I cleaned out that epic failure. I'm done with that. I'm just gonna do the dishes as my me time, I guess. But I am going to be watching Good Mythical Morning while I do the dishes. So that's gonna be my little me time. All right, y'all, dishes are done, and now it is time for special playtime. And the reason why I'm calling it special playtime is because, like I mentioned earlier, I did speak to a behavioral therapist, and I've been just trying to learn more about how to deal with behavioral problems such as temper tantrums and things like that. Like I said, Ziya does do those things even if you don't see it on camera. So I have this printout, and this is for special playtime, which is basically a child-led playtime that the parent is supposed to do with the child once a day for just a few minutes. And this is a chart of the things that the parent is supposed to remember to do during this playtime. I don't want to go too detailed into it right now because I can make a whole separate video about this and what I've learned about it so far, and I'm still in the beginning stages of it, so I don't feel like I'm very, what's the word? I'm not an expert on it to be able to like teach other people, but if you guys want to look it up, you can look up special playtime, child-led playtime. I can read you the things. No commands, no questions, no criticism, no sarcasm. You focus on praising them, reflecting, imitating, describing, and enjoying what you're doing. So the way you can think of it is that a lot of times, like all day long, the kids are being told what to do. They're being scolded. They're, don't do this, please do that, pick that up, time to eat, this and that. And this is just a time where you just literally don't do any of that, and you let them just kind of enjoy and lead this moment. And it's supposed to just A, grow a closer bond between you, and B, it helps with behavioral problems. Okay, so for special playtime today, we are doing the watercolor paint. So we got our water, we got our paint, we got the paint brushes. So I printed out these coloring pages from Crayola.com. We have, you know who that is? That's Princess Belle. So do you want to do the princess one first, or I also have a pinata one? Okay, so you have one and I have one. And
What is her dress?
I think her dress is supposed to be yellow. But you can do whatever color you want.
Okay.
All right, ready, go.
I'm making her rainbow hair.
Ooh, that's a great idea. Good job painting inside the lines on those little leaves. That can be hard to do, and you're doing a good job. All right, so our special playtime is done. Here are our masterpieces. This one is mine. I tried to make it realistic. I don't know. And here is Ziya's, very artistic, and she is going to continue painting on her own. She's doing the pinata page now while I cook dinner. Another thing that I was gonna do for like an activity that we didn't end up doing today is making jewelry with pipe cleaners and like big beads like this. So I was gonna have her like string the beads onto a pipe cleaner and like turn it into a necklace or a bracelet or something. You just gotta get creative with arts and crafts, cooking, and toys. Those are the main three categories that we do. Another thing with all this quarantine business is the, as I'm sure you noticed, the shortage of groceries, and like the stores are just wiped out, so you can't get your normal ingredients that you would normally get. So therefore, we're getting creative when it comes to dinner time and stuff. I have like a random combination of like a few little leftover things. So tonight I am making spaghetti surprise. Raven's Ratchet Kitchen, for real.
So my baby's having this for dinner, summertime food, and she's right here, and we have to bring her to the kitchen. So this is where she's gonna sit. Mommy, tell it what it says.
It says yummy shimmer and shine noodles. Sienna? Oh, that's a pretty unique name. Where'd you hear that name from? You just made it up?
Uh-huh.
Oh. You guys, as I'm about to serve up dinner, I look over and I see that Bougie has jumped on the counter, which y'all know I've been having a problem with him doing that. And he literally was dipping his paws into the paint. And I saw him and then he jumped off and he's leaving little paint paw prints everywhere. He jumped and he ran this way. And I was like, please don't jump on the couch. I mean, it's washable, non-toxic, like Crayola paint, but still, I don't wanna have to be trying to remove paint from my couch or anything else. So I grabbed him before he could get over to the couch. But look at the little paw prints. I'm just trying to film a simple daily routine. Here comes Ziya click-clacking in her heels. Chaos. So I'm locking him in here because I don't want him tracking. I tried to wash his paws off, but of course he fought me on that. It's non-toxic, so he's fine, but like, what the heck, kitty? Were you trying to finger paint? He's mad because I got him wet trying to wash it. Purple paw. Pink paw. You have to stay in here until it like dries because I don't want you tracking through the house since you won't let me clean it. Jeez Louise. Meanwhile, the breadsticks are burning because they were ready to come out right when that happened. Yo, what the heck? Burnt breadsticks. Anywho, here's our finished spaghetti surprise dinner. There was no pasta sauce in sight, so I used like this tomato pesto stuff, so it's not the same, just regular spaghetti that I would normally make, but it should be fine. Not too hot. Good. Our burnt bread because of the cat. You know, just doing the best we can. Well, Ziya likes it, so. After dinner time is bath time. And normally we don't have a fuss about bath time because she really enjoys bath time because that's basically just another playtime with all the toys that she has in there. So this is usually an easy thing. Bougie! Except Bougie always tries to jump in. He's like not really afraid of, look, get down. Excuse me, sir. You don't need to be in here. Do you want to take a bath? You need to take a bath. Are your paws clean now? You are so bad, but so cute. Okay, nice and clean with jammies on, but now what do we need to do?
Clean up.
Yes, clean up. And then it's gonna be time for bedtime stories, a little bit of reading, and then bedtime, okay? Done putting away all your toys? Good, okay, now you go upstairs and pick out a book. So we're gonna read this book and then we're gonna go to bed, right? With no crying and no temper tantrums? Okay. Peppa loves to play dress up. She uses her imagination to become all kinds of different characters. Mommy and Daddy Pig always tell her she can be anything she wants to be when she grows up. But for now, she likes to play pretend and have a new adventure every day. The end. You sleep already?
It's not fresh. Fresh and clean.
Okay, time to go to sleep.